Welcome to the Lose Your Big Ass Stomach podcast. I'm your host, Jay Jackson, and my mission here is to help you get rid of that big ass stomach and take back control of your health so that you can look and feel your best by being the best version of yourself, mentally and physically, while destroying the mediocre agenda society is trying to brainwash you into, and breaking our families' generational curses of being unhealthy by being a healthy and fit role model. It's time to set a new standard. It's time to set a new standard of living. If you find the podcast helpful, be sure to hit that follow button because that helps us build a movement. Let's go. Every other week I'll post something on Facebook where I'll say something like, if your ass going to the gym, working out, hitting the cardio all the time, doing all this weightlifting, but after you leave the gym, you eating junk food, I say that's big ass stomach behavior. So I got kind of like this thing where, I talk to people in a way where I'm giving you the game on what you need to stop doing. And I'll say these things over on Facebook, and then I'll post it on my stories on Instagram as well. But seeing that we got the podcast, I want to give y'all the game on here too. Because what the podcast called? Lose the Big Ass Stomach podcast. So I'm about to give y'all this game, and so that way you are more aware of what things you need to stop doing, and you're more aware of what things you need to start doing. Now, I know some of y'all, you know what you're doing wrong. And knowing what you're doing wrong but still doing wrong, that's big ass stomach behavior too. You know you drinking too much sweet tea. You know you drinking too much sugar, but you still doing it. It's like you can't stop. You a sugar addict. Food addict. That's like a real thing, y'all. You got to get some help, man. You got to get some help. But anyway, we better go ahead and dive in. I like to drink my alcohol straight most times. No chaser. I like to just drink it straight. So that's how I'm about to give it to you today. So numero uno, number one, you trying to outwork your junk food diet. Yeah, I used to be here too, y'all. Luckily, I just didn't develop the big ass stomach because I was so active. At that time, I was playing football. I was even working out for football. I was so invested in wanting to go to the NFL. I used to even, after football practice, I'd go to my personal trainer. After my personal trainer, then I'd go swimming at the Washington swimming pool on the west side of Atlanta. And so I was very active. And so luckily, I didn't get no big old ass stomach. But most of y'all, you're not that active. You're not active like an athlete. You're not as active as a pro athlete, but you're thinking that you can still eat like one. It's crazy because, when I was growing up playing football with a lot of my buddies from middle school and high school, and a lot of these guys done gained weight. A lot of them, they be looking at my social media content now and they be like, damn, boy, you be saying big old ass stomach. I be laughing every time I hear it. And then when I see him, I be like, bro, you really do got that big old ass stomach. That's probably why they be laughing, because they know I'm talking straight to them. Not directly to them, but it resonates with them. They like, damn, he talking to me. You see what I'm saying? And so they were very active back when we played sports. But over time, when we stopped playing sports, they kept eating the same way. They kept drinking all this Gatorade. They kept drinking all the sweets and going to McDonald's. We used to love going to McDonald's after football practice. But you can't eat like that after you're not as active anymore. If you're not running up and down the football field all day, running around the track all day, you can't be eating as much because you're just not as active. The way you eat, it needs to go along with your activity level. It needs to work together. If your ass is eating way more, you eating 5,000-6,000 calories a day, but you live a sedentary lifestyle. You sitting down at a computer all day. That's no good. Of course your stomach gonna get big as hell. Of course you gonna be tired all the time. Of course you're not gonna be motivated. Guys, you do realize you can't be motivated and tired at the same time. So you gotta start moving so that you can get active. Then you start getting some energy from moving. Take your ass to the gym, and so you can start feeling better. But outside of that, you also need to eat well. A lot of y'all, you don't feel well because you're not eating well. That's number one. You got to make sure that you are eating well, not just working out. Because working out without eating the right way, you just go get strong as hell, but all that fluff go be covering up all the good stuff. That's no good. We call that big ass stomach behavior. So that's number one. Number two, numero dos. I actually, I took Spanish 1 and Spanish 2 in high school. I was what you call the teacher's pet. I get it done by any means. By any means, I had to get my degree. I had to, y'all. I just couldn't be out here not graduating from high school. I was like, I got to get in close. I got to get in right. It's not about what you know. It's about who you know. And I was real tight with my Spanish teacher. I got my ass up out of it. I got me an A+. Yeah. But anyway, number two, you eat clean during the week, and then on the weekends, you just get the fuckets. Like you just start. You don't have like a cheat meal. The whole weekend is a cheat. You have a whole cheat weekend. Every meal from Friday all the way to Monday is a cheat meal. That's no good, man. And you wonder why when you step on the scale on Monday, you be like, damn, man, the scale just don't like me. The scale is the enemy. It gives me anxiety. It makes me mad. I'm sad, so I don't want to step on the scale no more because it just makes me sad. It's not the best way to track my progress. No. Some of y'all, you actually need to be stepping on the scale. When you 30, 50, 100 plus pounds overweight, your ass need to be on the scale. And so that way you can see what type of progress you're making. Are you actually dropping weight or not? You see what I'm saying? But you can't do great during the week and then just fuck up all your progress, all the time and effort that you done put into the whole week on the weekends. Some of y'all, you do, let's say 1,500 calories during the week, every single day of the week, right? And then when Friday, Saturday, and Sunday come around, you drinking sodas all day, you eating the candies, you eating chips all day, you eating pizza, and you just overindulging. Easy way to eat 6,000, 7,000 calories, 8,000 calories. And you wondering why you can't lose weight. Some of y'all even be drinking alcohol. And you don't just be drinking alcohol, you mix the alcohol with some type of juice or some type of soda. Man, that'll get you big as hell fast. I seen like two, 3 weeks ago, I seen a young lady said she on Instagram, she said she gained 100 pounds in a year. She gained 100 pounds in a year. It's almost, man, do you know how much food she would have to how much food she would have to eat to gain that much weight? She was drinking a lot of her calories. It's way easier to drink our calories than it is to eat them. And so all these sodas, sweet teas, lemonades, yeah, them coffees that y'all be having where you be putting all that sugar in there and all them creamers, yeah, that make you big as hell fast. That's big ass stomach behavior. And so you got to be disciplined, man, and start having structure. This is why I always tell you guys, you got to have structure with what you're doing. Because you have good intentions during the week, but then when the weekend come around, what happens to the structure? You like, dang, well, I know I want to enjoy myself, but like, how am I going to stay on track? Your ass needs structure. And so that way you don't go off the rails and lose the results. All right? Because if you keep doing that, that's big ass stomach behavior. Yeah, it's people that live that life for decades and they be getting bigger and bigger and bigger. All right? So don't let that be you. Now that you know, you know. And so if you continue to do it and you know you're doing it, that's big ass stomach behavior too. All right? Anyway, number 3. You doing the whole, how I want to explain this. Everybody be having, nighttime moments where they be looking at TV, they chilling in the bed, they looking at Netflix or, whatever they looking at. And some people, they have their junk food stashed up underneath their bed. Some of them have their junk food stashed in the drawer, the dresser next to their bed. And so they just reach up underneath the bed and they get, the little candy, or they get the candy bar, or they get the Pop-Tarts, whatever, the chips, the trail mix. You got your junk food stashed up underneath your bed. Trash. That's junk food. You eating junk food late at night. That's what you call big ass stomach behavior, guys. You can't be doing that, man. Like, at the end of the day, that's when we have the least amount of willpower. And so ain't no way in the hell I'm about to put junk food like close to me when I'm tired, I'm stressed, from just the day that the day is just overwhelming at times. Hell, you damn right I'm probably gonna eat me some sweets if it's right there by my bed. It's just like these grocery stores. Y'all don't even know it, but the grocery stores, they against your ass. They know some of y'all go to the grocery store hungry as hell. They know you go to the grocery store hungry, starving. And so what they do? When you getting ready to check out, what you see by the checkout? You see candy bars. You see bubble gum. You see chips. You think that's by accident? That shit ain't by accident. No, they know. Because when you hungry and you shopping, you're going to have barely any willpower. And you be like, man, let me go ahead and get me some chips. Let me go ahead and get this soda right here. Let me go ahead and get this sugar right here so I can feel better. Because they already know that you go grab it. 9 times out of 10, you go grab. Plus, you ain't disciplined. And so you damn sure go grab it. And that's why they making millions. Just on all that candy right there. And so imagine you go through a stressful day of work. All types of things happen to you throughout the day. Maybe your dog ate up your homework. Maybe your dog ate up your briefcase. Whatever happened. And your dog ate up your shoe. You mad as hell. And you land in the bed frustrated. And you just need a pick-me-up. Yeah, you probably go reach over and get that stash, that junk food stash. And then you go be like, you be eating it. Then after you get done eating, you go be rubbing your stomach. Damn. Woo. Oh, that tasted good. And then you gonna notice you start feeling bad. You gonna feel tired the next day. Brain fog. Some of y'all even having acid reflux. All types of health issues because you're doing this over and over and over again. See, what y'all don't see, it don't happen in that moment. The high blood pressure, the type 2 diabetes, the heart disease, it don't happen just in an instant. It happens over time because you're eating that way over time. You keep doing it month after month, year after year. This is how you get how folks be getting high blood pressure. How folks be getting type 2 diabetes, heart disease. They get so big, they stomach be getting so big, they start developing sleep apnea, erectile dysfunction. Some of y'all boys out here are hurting. Well, that's like a man's worst nightmare, having erectile dysfunction. You got to start eating better, man. And so if you know you got a junk food stash beneath your bed, you got a junk food stash in your little drawer next to your bed, cut it out. Just go ahead and just get you a little trash bag, put it all inside the trash bag, and then clean it all out your room. Clean it all out your room. You don't need it in there, man. I'm telling you. Because it ain't going to do nothing for you. It's only making you worse. And if we go be out here living, we got this opportunity called life. You don't want to be squandering your opportunity. You don't want to be eating things that are stealing your vitality. At least you don't want it to be right there by your bed where, once you're having a bad day or just a bad moment, you reach over. It's so easy to access it. That's no good. It's big ass stomach behavior. But anyway, hopefully y'all found this podcast helpful. I'm gonna stop there today. If y'all found this podcast helpful, let me know on Facebook, Instagram. I'll more than likely do a part 2 if y'all found this helpful, because I know plenty more things that y'all are doing that's big ass stomach behavior. But if you found the podcast helpful, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any more podcasts, and also hit that 5-star review button. That way we can continue to grow the movement, because the more ratings that we get, the more the podcast is pushed out to more folks. And so we can continue to grow the Lose the Big Ass Stomach movement. It's not all about vanity. It's not all about appearance. It's about mentality. The mentality of being disciplined. The mentality of personal development. The mentality of having some self-restraint. Because through restraint, we're able to strengthen ourselves, because we're doing things that we know are not all that comfortable, because, we're conditioned to do some of these, negative, poor eating habits, poor lifestyle habits, but we're restraining from doing these things, and so that we can live a better life for ourselves, but also for the people that we love and care about. All right. Other than that, guys, we out of here, man. Keep crushing it. Let's go.